everybody for being in attendance today. Obviously a very exciting day for the Estevan Bruins and of course the city of Estevan. I'd like to run through everybody that's at the head tables right here. Ron Oreshnikov, Barry Bridges, Ray Frelick, Warren Waldegger, Cory Prokop, and Chris Luga. To move things forward, I'd like to bring Ron up and say a few words.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, and thank you all for attending. My name is Ron Oreshnikov, and I'm pleased to announce that Estevan has been successful in its bid to host the 2016 Western Canada Cup Junior Hockey Tournament. This prestigious 10-day tournament will be held in April and May of 2016. The competition includes the winner of the BC Hockey League, Alberta Junior Hockey League, Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League, and Manitoba Junior Hockey League, and of course our local Estevan Bruins hockey team as the host team. The winner of this tournament and of the consolation game will advance to the Royal Bank Cup national tournament. We have a well-respected and capable group of business and community leaders that will comprise our organizing committee. The committee will work closely with the Estevan Bruins Hockey Club and their executive and staff, and we thank those who were instrumental in preparing the bid package to get this tournament. We have four co-chairs consisting of myself, Ray Frelick, Barry Bridges, and Warren Waldegger. We're committed to showcasing a well-organized, entertaining, and fiscally responsible event that the City of Estevan can be proud of. Our three immediate priorities would be develop the tournament organizational chart and recruit team leaders for all the subcommittees that will be needed. Develop a process that ensures the fiscal accountability of the event. The bid estimate to host this event is about $750,000, so managing the finances effectively is critically important, and Warren Waldegger will act as our treasurer for the committee to make sure that happens. And lastly, solicit corporate sponsorship and support in order to ensure the financial success of the event. We need to attract support from the business community through sponsorship and advertising packages, and these packages should be available in the new year. I'll now step aside and let Ray, Barry, and Warren make a comment, and then we'd be happy to take any questions or comments. Thank you.
Start, Ray? Because I'm the oldest, you want me to start? Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a huge event for the city of Estevan to showcase this new facility, and I think it would be 6 or 7 years before we'd have this opportunity again. And by that time, the facility is aging. Of course, it's still beautiful, but I think the people that are going to come to this event and the hockey teams are going to see one of the nicest facilities in Canada. And I'm proud as an ex-executive member and president of the Bruins to be able to help to host this event. And I ask for everybody's support to make this one of the best events Estevan's ever seen.
I think it's great for us to be able to have two events like the Western Canada Cup and the Summer Games in the same year. The more of these high-profile events that we can get to our city, the better we all are. They bring a lot of people in, and it will have spin-off for the business communities, and again, bringing more big-time events in itself generates more interest to bring additional big-time events. So it's just great for the whole community, not just our city, in terms of entertainment and cultural value and some financial benefits. So again, I'm like Ray, I'd ask everybody to take a job and do what they can do, because it's going to take a lot of work to pull these off, but well worth it.
I have a different spin on it, I guess. I'm going to say I'm excited about the event, to watch some of the best junior hockey in Canada, and I'm excited to put the pressure on Cory and Chris over there to provide a competitive team in the Estevan Bruins that's going to compete in this event, and I think it's something that myself and my children and the folks of Estevan are going to remember for a long time.
At this time, I'll call Mayor Ludwig to the podium.
Thank you very much, Jeromy. It is a proud day for the city of Estevan. We're very excited now that we've already known about the summer games now as well to have this other event. The Western Cup will be absolutely fantastic. We have a very strong volunteer base. I believe the best in the province, if not Canada. And this is a call to arms to bring everyone to the table, as I know they will come to help out with this great event. So again, I'd like to thank all of the co-chairs. Anytime that we need help in our community, these are usually the people that we call to come forward and help us out, and they absolutely will. I know it'll be a fantastic event, and I'd like to thank them for coming, showing up, coming to the table, and as well the Bruins. I know it'll be a great thing for the Bruins, and they will not let us down. They will be competitive, and it'll be an absolutely great event. So thank you so much.
And at this time, I'll call to the podium Cory.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Certainly a very exciting day for the Estevan Bruins Hockey Club. On behalf of the executive and our management team, just want to say how excited the team is to be making this announcement today. It's been a probably at least a year-long journey for us to get to this point. Early discussions were had by the executive at least a year ago, maybe longer. The bid process took quite a bit of work to get that bid put together. I want to recognize a few people that were very instrumental in putting that together. Along with myself, Chris Ludwig did a lot of work. Chad Saxon, he's a past board member, executive member. Despite the fact that he had moved to Winnipeg, he did a ton of work for us and was a very critical part of the committee. And Brad Kersey were the key individuals involved in putting that bid together. Early on in the process, one of the first things we did was approach some of the key individuals in our community and get their opinions on how this would play out. And we're very, very pleased to hear their excitement when the discussion began. And I just want to definitely say thank you to Ray, Barry, Warren, and Ron for stepping up and taking on this responsibility. And I know that with these individuals on board, that this event will be an amazing event. And yes, despite the pressure you're putting on us, Warren, I'm confident that the team will be competitive. And there's nothing more than that I'd like to see as a full affinity place to see the final game between the Estevan Bruins and whoever. It'd be great to see the other SJHL team in the final along with us, and the Estevan Bruins on their way to the Royal Bank Cup thereafter. So look forward to seeing you all in the stands in a year and a half or so. And thanks again, guys, for stepping up and taking on this responsibility.
And at this time, I'd like to open the floor for questions for the gentleman up front.
We've always had amazing community support, and it doesn't matter if it's the Bruins or it's the Rotary Club or it's the Lions or the Hospital Foundation. Businesses and individuals in our community step up and support local community initiatives. The four individuals that we have sitting at the front here with us are some of the key leaders in the community, and I think to ensure that we have that community support moving forward, it was invaluable to the team to have them on board right off the start.
Chris, what does it mean to the team to be hosting this event, and what does it mean to your plans in the next year?
Well, it's exciting to know that there's an end goal that we can take with us in the recruiting trail. And the process has begun a long time ago, and our commitment to the youth movement this year is as a result of this event coming up. And we'll stay the course and continue to develop the young core of our hockey team. And I think today's announcement will allow us to carry some more weight in those recruiting calls and help us to bring in some of the elite talent graduating from midget and prep schools down the States and really generate some excitement around the rink again. I know there's some growing pains with these types of things as there is in a rebuild, and I think today's announcement will help to alleviate some of the questions as to why, and really excited about this group that we have moving forward, and all the attention and excitement that will be around the rink for the next year and a half.
It was mentioned earlier that there's a projected $750,000 cost for hosting this tournament. What's the breakdown on those expenses?
I guess we're still working through all the final budgets. There was a budget put into the bid package, but it's still a fairly preliminary budget. A lot of the expenses come in terms of team travel and hosting these teams. We basically bring them in for the 10 days and put them up in hotels along with a lot of the officiating staff. So that's a big part of the cost.
And our base was from Manitoba's past budget, and so, we haven't spent a lot of time on the details, but we'll go through that and see where we can get more efficient or whatever, but it'll be close to $750,000.
So you're responsible for the transportation and the accommodation of these 4 teams for the tournament?
That's correct.
Another key element to that budget is actually subsidiary events that will go along with the tournament. Community involvement in different things that will help to add value for the community, and some of that will also help to generate income as well. So it's all going to be taken into consideration when identifying your budget. So there'll be more than just hockey played here that week, and over those 10 days, it'll be a all-around exciting atmosphere for the entire community.
It'll be, we are looking at things like cabarets or a banquet or it's something
Yeah,
like that.
definitely some of those types of things. Some things that we've got to iron out the specifics on, but we've had some good conversations out of the gate on those ideas.
I guess as we go to Warren, Melville and Norton obviously both put out they were worried about the financial end of it. And Dauphin obviously lost some money. Are there concerns about the financial end of it?
I think there's always concerns going into these things, but I think we have the right group of people at the table to enlist the support of our business and community leaders in the city, and we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that the tournament goes off without a hitch, and there's going to be hopefully a legacy at the end of it for both the Bruins and the Summer Games Committee. Any profits that are made by this event will be shared between the Estevan Bruins and the Summer Games Committee.
We're committed to a balanced budget. I mean, Ray and Barry wouldn't permit anything else, so it'll be fiscally responsible.
I know when we got the rink, I understood we had to do the showcase first, like to prove, unless I'm wrong, when we got the SHL showcase here, right up to the rink open, that was like a trial run, was it not? I just remember saying like they would look at that package, how we did that, and the whole thing too, and we told the group of volunteers was tremendous. Just not, I'm not talking money, I'm talking all the volunteers pitched and pulled that off so well and got incredible comments. And I think it was just a really good test run for this, and but what we raised for this rink, I think we can pull off this thing.
To add to that, if somebody in the community wanted to be involved volunteer-wise, who would they contact?
I think at this point we would ask folks to contact the Bruins office and speak to either Clark, Monroe, or Melissa. They can gather your information, and at the time that we identify team leaders within our board and the committee, we will then pass that information along to those folks, knowing the community support, there's going to be phone calls right away, and we're prepared at the Bruin office to take any information that folks want to lend us, and Clark and Melissa's emails are both available on the team's website, so if you can't get them on the phone, email is another good way to get a hold of them.
I'll just elaborate on that to say that it's early days. I mean, we just know that now that we've got the bid. So, a lot of the formal planning hasn't really taken place yet. We're just getting into that. So over the next little while, we're going to be, understanding and filling out sort of our volunteer requirements and knowing exactly what we're going to need. So the next sort of, I would say 6 to 12 months are really a planning, more about planning. And so if you want to get involved with some of the planning side, well then get your name in immediately. If you want to be involved more with the event itself, I mean, security, any of those things that have to happen during the event itself, well then that'll be further down the road, probably a year from now, we'd have a full list of those positions that are needed to be filled. So.
Do you have an idea of how many volunteers will be needed to pull off an event like this, or how many people you're expecting to come to the community for this tournament?
We'll be looking for a volunteer committee co-chair fairly quickly, so no, we don't have that number for you right now.
Part of the reason why we don't have that is because we do plan on having more events than what I've heard on ice.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends on how many of those events we're able to do, because obviously with each additional event, we need more workers to come and volunteer. So that's all a real work in progress.
Do you have the hotels on board? Hotels have obviously been an issue in the community previously. Do you have the hotels on board saying that they will have rooms available for you for this tournament?
I would say yes, but maybe they don't know it yet. Not all of them know it yet.
Within our bid package, we had signed commitments from hotels and agreements to make rooms available for not only the teams participating, but some of the officials as well. So we're well set up that way, and pretty excited about the support we've received from that group.
The timing of the event as well kind of lends itself to hotel room availability. Typically in the oil patch, springtime is a period of breakup where hotel rooms are a little bit more easy to get compared to the rest of the year. So that was factored into our discussions for sure.
Have the exact dates been set, or do we just know it's the end of April, beginning of May?
I don't believe they have.
Okay.
I think it usually runs right over the month changeover, and that'll be when it is. Yep.
Do you guys feel that you guys can coexist, obviously having this tournament the same year as the Saskatchewan Summer Games?
I would say yes. Estevan's community pride will prevail, and the energy of these events will be contagious, and we're going to work closely with the Summer Games community to really build that atmosphere going into 2016. I think we just are going to be able to create a lot of energy. This is, after all, the Energy City, so I think it's time to step up and prove it to the rest of the country. And Summer Games committee is behind us. I think we all just need to embrace the challenge and welcome people to the Energy City.
Any other questions?
Just further to what Warren had said, from our standpoint, it was important to reach out to the Summer Games committee and garner their support, and they have committed that support to us. And I think, I don't know if it was Warren that had mentioned the partnership financially as well, that we're going to work together on this thing, and the two great events, and we're excited about having both, and I think one will feed off the other. There's a significant amount of time in between them as far as a couple months goes, but I know our group will be excited to work with theirs, and they've stated publicly that theirs will also be excited about ours.
going to be up to us to set the standard, I guess, when the volunteers come and work for our event. We need to make sure it's a positive experience for them so that they're ready to jump in on the next event that comes to Estevan, whether it's the summer games or any other event for that matter. So we're going to be working hard to make sure that those things are handled well. And I think that once you mobilize that, the community spirit to come out and help at these events, then it will only help the summer games with their volunteer efforts.
Any other questions? Well, if that's it. So I'd like to thank everyone, obviously, once again coming out, and a big congratulations to the Estevan Bruins and the city of Estevan for the 2016 Western Canada Cup.